Welcome everyone in live for the first time ever on PGR eSports. It's a dirt race and it comes from Lanier here in the all-new FIA Cross, and this is going to be a spectacle here tonight under the lights on the dirt track, and we are looking forward to this one. Here's your race flyer for tonight, as we have heat format, I believe, tonight. 10 lap heats, no fast repair. And it'll wheel spin for each group. So 2 groups tonight. The feature, 40 laps, 100% fuel, 1 green, white checkered. You see the groups there on the sides. A lot less entries here tonight than it was called for. So race control Matthew Baker maybe throwing some different curveballs at this one tonight. We're wishing for more people to come out and join this race here at Lanier. And what is the first time ever on the dirt here in PGR eSports. We're looking forward to it as we get set here to go racing for the first time ever on dirt. Looks like right now Steve Sizemore on track, has just a few more drivers making some laps here as qualifying set to come to an end here. We will also bring in race control here tonight. Matthew Baker, you got a copy? He's got us here tonight as we see Sizemore still turning some laps. Baker working on some of the format here tonight, but this should be pretty cool. A new car here to iRacing FIA Cross car, and you see it right there as Sizemore continues making his qualifying laps. And as I said, the first time ever on dirt here in PGR, and Sunday Funday. It's a new series, new league, and we're bringing some new things at you every Sunday night.
Yeah, excited to see it go. Not the turnout we wanted, but it's still going to be a good race. 14 drivers will still be a fun feature to throw down. It's just going to be one pot here. Probably top 4 payout. The heats will pay out $5 each to the winner, and then we'll have some fun.
Well, we had fun last week. It was one of the best races, at least I have called. And now here tonight, we'll see if these guys can do it all over again here on a Sunday night, as we are about to get set to head down to the grid for heat number 1. And we'll bring that tower up right now. Matthew Baker, fastest on the track, the 16.30. Casey Sprinkle behind him. 14 drivers will race here tonight. And they are heading down to the grid. You see the infield here.
We're getting 1 heat as well.
Yeah, 1 heat and 1 feature tonight. So looks like most drivers here tonight as we get on the grid. With the invert, Miles Bagley here will lead us to green with John Ward to his outside. Malik Ray will start in the 3rd position. And starting 4th tonight, Casey Sprinkle here in the heat. Might come up a little bit different there on your screen. That was the actual qualifying results. But here to start the heat, it'll be Matthew Baker starting 5th. Josh Bonwell starting 6th. Tyler Vickery will start in 7th. Brock Westermelon starts in 8th. Josh McCullough starts 9th. Steve Sizemore 10th. Ethan Eckert on track tonight starts 11th. Kenny McCullough Jr. starts 12th. Justin Johnson 13th. And Mark Vondell rounds out your 14 car field here as we start to get rolling here in this FIA Cross car. Baker, you've ran it a little bit in practice. How's it feel out there?
Well, it was the fastest in qualifying, so that was nice. But the invert kind of puts me in a position to get here 10 laps, try and get 5 positions. It's going to be tough. Some pretty good drivers ahead of me. Malik on the bottom and Bagley on the bottom. Hopefully he washes up and it's just a fight between me and Malik.
Well, here we go as we get set for the first time ever on dirt. Lanier, here we go, the FIA Cross. It's been a long time coming in PGR as we near our 3rd birthday. But for the first time ever, it's dirt as the pace truck heads off on into pit road. And the green flag is out for the first time on dirt. John Ward's going to back up already. On the outside, the number 11 of Casey Sprinkle. The Hot Wheels, he's digging, but Ward's going to hold that bottom here. Right now, he is putting down the fastest lap to start tonight's race as Matthew Baker and Malik Ray make their way to the front. Got 3 wide racing here, farther back between Miles Bagley. As you see, Sprinkle still working, dirt flying all over the place. '59 way up the racetrack. That's Mark Vondell, but he is on the move from the back of the pack. He's using that third groove right now. We got contact between the 4 and the 56. That's Bonwell and Westmoreland here. Oh, and the 05 McCullough, he's going to slam into the side there. Here comes Ethan Eckert. He's through. Back up front, Malik Ray, new leader. It's Matthew Baker now. Right behind Malik Ray in the number 9 car here tonight. Sprinkle, Ward, and Vickery now make up your top 5 as Baker tries to reel in Malik Ray. 5 laps to go here in the heat. Kenny McCullough Jr. to the pits already tonight. It's pretty good racing going on through the field. If you want to go left here tonight, you got to turn right. That's what these drivers are doing to the wheel right now. 3 laps to go here in the heat. You see that clay racing surface and that groove shiny in the turns. That's where it's hard and packed. Baker, the 9, still looking to get to Malik Ray. John Ward back to 4th now. And a lot of racing going on here in the mid-pack. Josh Bodwell up to the 6th place. 2 laps to go. Ethan Eckert under attack by Brock Westmoreland, tries to throw the slide job. Malik Ray is going to take the white flag here in the heat as Matthew Baker now under siege here from Casey Sprinkle underneath. Is he going to slide job him here out of 2? He does. Malik Ray, though, doesn't matter if he's on asphalt or dirt, finds his way to the... Ooh! Almost gets clipped by a car who had spun, but Malik Ray gets the job done here in the heat. Casey Sprinkle ends up in 2nd. Matthew Baker 3rd. John Ward 4th, and Miles Bagley rounds out your top 5 out of the 14 drivers here. So we'll have a warm-up here before tonight's feature. As we're high above Lanier at the moment, these cars getting on track. Get some more practice in, and practice they're going to need here before tonight's feature race. And while we're waiting, we'll pull up those results of heat number 1. As Malik Ray takes the heat. Casey Sprinkle, a mover there at the end, gets under Matthew Baker. John Ward stays in the top 5, started in the front. Kenny McCullough Jr. 10 laps down there. He had some trouble there getting going to start. Vondell and Justin Johnson as well. Everyone else finishes on the lead lap all the way back to number 11, Steve Sizemore. This will give you a good view right now of Josh Bonwell getting some practice in and what he sees out at front of his FIA Cross car here tonight. Now on with Josh McCullough, still having some trouble, not just in the race, but also during practice as well. It's Tyler Vickery throwing down some laps. There's the good view right there, the gyro cam. Sunday Funday here in PGR. As Matthew Baker here is on track as well. Getting a feel here for some changing track as well. You see Sunset earlier for practice. Now in complete darkness under the lights. You expect the track to be changing, especially here in the dirt. Bonwell right now to the top of the board here in practice, a 15.68. That's a fast lap here. I think the track's getting faster.
And a little track rework right before the feature. Should be a fast track.
Everyone really on track right now, getting as much practice as they can. See them all right here. There's John Ward in the 92. Still a couple of minutes left here in the warm-up. We'll take a quick pause here live on the PGR eSports Network. We'll be back with tonight's feature. Back here live at Lanier as we go feature racing here under the lights tonight. 14 drivers. As Josh McCullough will lead us to the green flag as he's getting ready to get going here on the grid. Tyler Vickery will start to his outside on the front row. Brock Westmoreland will start third here in tonight's feature. Ethan Eckert starts in fourth. Josh Bonwell fifth. Miles Bagley sixth. Matthew Baker starts in seventh. John Ward in eighth. Casey Sprinkle starts ninth. Malik Ray, winner of the heat, will start in 10th. Justin Johnson in 11th. Kenny McCullough Jr. 12th. Steve Sizemore 13th. Mark Vondell will start the caboose here tonight as we get ready to rock and roll here on dirt. Thank you all for joining us here tonight on a Sunday night for the Sunday Funday series, and We'll keep bringing you some different action each and every week. As we get ready here, pace truck to pit lane, fans to their feet, green flag into the air, and we're racing here at Lanier. Josh McCullough leads lap number 1. But here come Brock Westmoreland, Miles Bagley. In that clean air, Josh McCullough doing a really good job right now. He's going to stay on the bottom of the racetrack. Casey Sprinkle up to the 5th position. See Matthew Baker to the outside. He's looking up in the high groove at the moment. Trying to find all the grip he can. Malik Gray up to 7th from the 10th position underneath Matthew Baker. Those two right now. Ooh, Matthew Baker. He's going to get into somebody here up the turn. They're going to flip a little bit. Yellow flag out for the first time tonight. And one of the favorites here, the 9, involved. We'll get back to the replay of that in just a second, as Josh McCullough still leads here. Three wide. Matthew Baker goes to the outside. See Malik all the way underneath there. They're 4 wide briefly, but here's the issue. As Baker comes into the turn, you see him there in the middle car. There's contact up here farther up. And you see the car, the number 10. That's Bagley. As Baker has nowhere to go, gets right up and into Bagley, nearly on top of his front end there. And that sends the 10 upside down on the surface here. We'll watch that again here. As now we'll go right back here to live. We are back to green flag racing. And look at the action right here. 3-4 wide all the way up to the fence. Throwing slide jobs. Ethan Eckert now splits the middle. McCullough still leads it. But this 11, Casey Sprinkle, he is all over Ethan Eckert and John Ward at the moment. Matthew Baker's wasting no time to get back to the front. That incident didn't slow the 9 down one bit. Malik Gray as well. Up to second as he has his eyes set on Josh McCullough. Mark Vondell way off pace, as is Justin Johnson. Steve Sizemore currently working on Kenny McCullough Jr. as they're just trying to figure this car out at the moment. It's a hornet's nest here in the middle of the pack. Ethan Eckert looks to slide on John Ward. He's going to get underneath him here. It looks like he might have the spot. Josh Bonwell, the 56. Oh, Ethan Eckert around. He is turned. Looks like a single car spin. We stay green. Caution out now. Josh McCullough still leads it here. Second yellow flag here of tonight's race. Let's go see if we can find out what brought out that yellow? And got to be quick around these tonight. It sure does go quick at those pace laps. I think we're going to go back here, and it's going to be with Ethan Eckert. We'll keep an eye right here on the 12. Underneath John Ward, the 92. Bonwell in the orange car, the 56. So come down into the turn here. Let's watch the 12. Bonwell's coming down. Ethan Eckert's there. It looks like a racing incident. Ethan Eckert kind of just spins to avoid Bonwell. And then the 4, Brock Westmoreland, has nowhere to go. He's going to get into the 12. And as I said, that brought out your second caution here of the night. I believe that was it. So we'll go back live. As we are green yet again. Josh McCullough still leads it. Brock Westmoreland just getting back on track. Baker and Ray still trying to get after the lead here. 24 laps to go. And right now, Josh McCall, the 05, he's doing a great job. These guys battling back. It's Casey Sprinkle now. Underneath Baker. He's up to second. And Josh McCullough loves what he's seen in his rearview mirror at the moment. Baker throws it in there on the bottom of the racetrack, trying to make it stick. Malik Gray now right to his back bumper. Here comes Casey Sprinkle now. Teammates with Josh McCullough as he works on that 05, who's been leading a lot of this race now. Practically the whole thing. Josh McCullough throws it down. Baker and Ray continue to fight. They go around the lap car, Mark Vondell. John Ward now into the picture, up into the top 5. He works on the back bumper of Matthew Baker. So all the top 5 right now really close to one another at this moment. They're all running in the 16-second range. All the way back to Kenny McCullough in the 9th position. So some really good racing going on. Some competitive racing. Brock Westmoreland trying to get back into this one. Josh still doing a great job, but he's going to loose up the racetrack a little bit. Here comes Casey Sprinkle to the inside. Malik Ray tries to follow. McCullough gives up the spot. Casey Sprinkle to P1. Malik Ray looks underneath here. Matthew Baker, though, he's right behind these guys. Got to think about Baker and Ward now, who are going to be coming up. And we have a caution on the racetrack. You saw Malik Ray coming up on a spun car. And with 16 laps to go, we are under our 3rd caution flag here of the night. Under caution yet again. We're going to pick up the leader here, the number 11, Casey Sprinkle. You have a copy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, up to the lead here. It took you a little bit there to get past your teammate, Josh McCall in the 05. We're going to keep it quick. We know these pace laps take off a lot quicker than the super speedways. Tell us about this, how you're feeling right there, the handling, and your chances of winning tonight.
Oh, it feels great, man. It's been a great battle with Josh there. Just took the lead right before the yellow came out. That's good timing. Hopefully I can hold off Malik and Baker, because they seem maybe a little bit faster than me. So, yeah, just feels great.
Well, see if that Hot Wheels number 11 can get the victory lane here tonight. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Casey Sprinkle, one of the young bucks here in the field tonight. He's got that Hot Wheels machine up here in the front, but Josh McCullough is going to try to battle back on the high side. Green flag back out on the dirt track of Lanier. Oh, John Ward's going to slide up the racetrack. Caution flag out as John Ward We'll go right to it and get an eye on this one. John Ward involved here. Now watch this whole restart here with Ward. Yeah, I think him and Josh McCullough end up tangling just a little bit. Here's the 05 on the high side. Matthew Baker behind him in the 10 as well of Miles Bagley. Here comes Josh McCullough down the racetrack. Ward actually still on the bottom. They're kind of just going to meet in the middle. And that takes the 05 up the racetrack, nearly up and over there for Josh McCullough. As that brings out another caution flag here tonight. But still, nothing big here so far. These drivers doing a great job here in this new package. And 10 laps to go. It's going to be Casey Sprinkle here on the front row again. Malik Ray now gets his crack at it. As the pace truck off again, green flag back out. Casey Sprinkle, a great jump. Malik Ray tries to shove it underneath. Here comes John Ward. And now into the picture, it's Miles Bagley for the first time tonight. In the top fours, Malik Ray still chasing down the 11. He's held up just a little bit. I believe he's faster. He's out of the groove, caution out. 8 laps to go. As the pace truck picks him up again. And maybe in the future we'll have to think about possibly not counting the pace laps here on a dirt track, kind of like World of Outlaws and High Limit. Just getting our feet wet here in the dirt racing community. Love to do some more of these dirt races, just getting them used to myself calling the race. But Casey Sprinkle doing a great job, still holding off Malik Ray as we get down to it here tonight. 6 laps to go. Only going to be a few more to go here when we go green. John Ward in 3rd, Miles Bagley right now in 4th, and Tyler Vickery in 5th. And here's going to be the battle. Casey Sprinkle, Malik Ray. As the pace truck gets set to pull off again, it'll be 5 to go at the line. Here we go, green out at it, Lanier again. 3 wide there, right behind your leaders. John Ward's going to try to shove it down and in. He can't do it. It doesn't stick great for him. He gets some drive off. A battle up here for the lead between 3 drivers at the moment. Malik Ray stalking the 11 at the front. 4 laps to go. Ward right there on the 1's heels. Bagley, Baker gets into it. Yellow flag out. And we will probably go to a 2-lap shootout. Matthew Baker turned there. And not his fault whatsoever. It looked like Bagley came down the racetrack. And Bagley's going to come down the racetrack again. And he's going to pretty much put Tyler Vickery, I believe, the 24, almost into the inside fence. Vickery has to get on the brakes there. So Bagley trying to push his way through to the front of this pack. As you see, the 56 then comes back up the racetrack. Bonwell ends up really spinning the number 9, and that's where we get our caution flag from. So go back live here. As we get set for a shootout here at Lanier for the checkered flag tonight. Casey Sprinkle. Can he hold off Malik Ray? Green flag back out. A great jump by the 11, but the 1 is there as well. Ward follows through in third. Malik Ray, he's underneath the 11. Off 2 we go. Down the backstretch, back into turn 3. Malik Ray shoves it in, but the 11's going to get the drive off. They touch back wheels. Side by side at the line. Last lap here at Lanier. What a duel it is down the backstretch. These two glued. Malik Ray's going to shove it down and in here in turn number 3. He hits and clips the 11. Off turn 4, Malik Ray, the 1. The bump and run does it. Malik Ray goes to victory lane. And what a finish and what a shootout here between the 1 of Malik Ray and Casey Sprinkle in the 11 as Malik Ray celebrates here tonight under the lights at Lanier. And there is nothing this guy can't win in, but what an excellent drive as he tries to flip that number 1 Red Bull machine upside down for the crowd. And John Ward as well. He enjoys the podium finish here tonight in third. As you see all the race results right there on the tower. And we'll go back to that finish because that was a heck of a shootout here. As fireworks going off in the distance. Now let's go back here and watch this again. That was a very fun last couple laps here. And watch Malik Ray battle it out with Casey Sprinkle. This was coming to the white flag. Casey Sprinkle had him here. As they went into turn number 1, Casey Sprinkle had a great drive off turn number 2, but it's going to be right here in 3 and 4 where the 1 of Malik Ray makes his move. But he drives in deep. And driving in deep there gets into the 11. So the 11 might not be too happy with that one. We've seen it plenty of times this year in the high limits and World of Outlaws. We've seen David Gravel, Kyle Larson, and company get similar situations here on dirt. A little bit different than stock cars. A lot more dangerous as well, but that was the race-winning move here for Malik Ray. We'll step aside really quick, get some driver interviews, so don't go anywhere here live on the PGR eSports Network. Well, we're going to bring in our third place finisher here tonight. The man in the 92, John Ward. You have a copy?
I got you, Michael.
All right, man. Well, the first time ever in dirt in PGR, and it's an all-new car in the FIA Cross. The 92 looked fast tonight. Had a chance here late. How'd it feel to be out there on the track tonight?
Man, I tell you what, it was fun. It was exhilarating. It was short and quick. I know that. These are my first time driving these things. I know they had them out for a couple weeks here, but I haven't tried them, and I decided you guys are going to do it. I can get in there anytime I can with you guys. So I had a blast, man. I know you had to keep it on the bottom. I hit the wall a couple times. I could still figure out some more. You know, it was just fun the whole time, learning and learning.
Well, you looked good out there, man. It looks like, you know, you really got used to it near the end. Maybe we'll try to run these again here in the future. Maybe give you guys, you know, maybe we'll take away the pace laps counting towards just like a real dirt race. We're learning as we go here on Sunday nights, but it's really cool to see you guys trying different stuff, and we appreciate you guys coming out and trying different stuff. And a third place podium finish here, man. You didn't drive this car prior to tonight, but gets the job done. Gets a small payout here tonight as you start a new week of money racing here coming up, John. Before we let you go, anyone you want to thank or shout out?
I want to thank you for broadcasting, Baker for putting this race together, and just everybody a part of it that had a seat in the car, and just the experience and the fun we had. Just everybody tuned in, watching. Thank you guys.
All right, well, that was John Ward here tonight. A podium finish for him. And the man who's, I'm not quite sure if he's super happy at the moment. Second place finish here tonight for the Hot Wheels number 11. That's Casey Sprinkle for Team McCullough. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, we're going back to the green flag of the shootout here. And walk us through the last couple laps. You had a great restart here. Off turn number 4, held off Malik Ray here into turn number 2. You guys battled side by side down the backstretch, and in turns 3 and 4, you actually led the white flag lap, but it gets away from you a little bit in turn number 3 on the final lap as the one kind of comes up and into you just a little bit, almost like a bump and run underneath you there. Is that what you felt? Is that what you saw? And how you feeling right now for a P2 finish when you're looking like for a second you might go to victory lane?
I feel pretty good. I mean, not as good as if I won, but I had a ton of fun, and I mean, I had that great restart, like you said, was running great, and then we went down in the corner, and I kind of was pinching him a lot, just trying to kill his momentum as much as I could, keep him on the flat. And I went down in there, pinched him again, but he ran the right line to knock me up, and I was expecting a little bit of contact. It's just hard racing in my opinion, and I pinched him. I didn't give him much room. I was running a weird line, and hate it. I was on the bad end of it, but I mean, it's just what happens. I might have been doing the same thing if I was getting pinched as well, but it could even say it was on me because I was going down. But heck of a race. I'm not that upset. I mean, I was for like 2 seconds, and then I realized like, and it don't matter that much. And he was faster the whole time, anyways.
Yeah, and tonight these Sunday nights have been pretty cool, Casey. Everyone, you guys coming out. I know we only had 14 drivers tonight. These been some smaller fields, but we hope that more people out there watch and just come out and have some fun because really, you guys look like you're having a lot of fun out there in these different combinations.
Oh yeah, I'm having a blast, and hopefully next week it'll be even better.
All right, Casey. Well, before we let you go, man, as the new week of Money Racing comes up, anyone you want to thank or shout out?
All my teammates, Kenny, Josh, Mark, I think Josh Bonwell was racing with us there, and Steve Sizemore and Malik for racing me so good there. Even since we contacted there, I'm not upset about it at all. Everyone for showing up, even though like you said low car count, but it was a great race. Had a ton of fun, definitely for this new car combo, and you for broadcasting, Baker and you for putting it on.
Well, that was Casey Sprinkle, runner-up finish here tonight in the dirt at Lanier. But the man on top, and you know what? We could do everything we can to try to keep this guy out of victory lane, but it seems to not matter. The number 1 back in victory lane in PGR. It's Malik Ray. You have a copy.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Man, well, I'm having fun on Sunday nights. I don't know about you. It looks like you're having some fun, too. We're watching the last lap here as we got word from Casey. He kind of, he gave you a lot of credit there as you stuck it in. It looked like you got into him just a little bit, but, he did say he was pinching you down the racetrack there. And as you guys entered 3, we're watching it right now in the white flag lap. And, man, tell us about tonight. It looked like you had a lot of fun out there. Went out, won the heat race, but had to start farther back in the feature and kind of took you all the way to the last lap to finally get the P1.
Yeah, I'm really starting to like these like features in these like events. I mean, it's like different card combos and stuff that. I mean, nobody like practices like for this stuff. Everybody just comes in and like it's just fun to just drive something that's different. That's not like always on asphalt and stuff like that. So like I'm enjoying these a lot. I know I started like towards the back in the feature, and I knew that I was racing Casey, and I knew I was racing Baker. I think Baker, he got like I want to say like involved in like someone. I think they were going backwards or whatever, and he ended up catching him like nose on. But he didn't have any damage, but he lost track position on top of that. And then Casey got the lead from Josh, and then Josh got turned himself. And then like once Casey got the lead, I was just trying to time his starts so I could like end up being side by side with him if I had to on the white flag. And going into turn 3, I don't think I came up into him. I know he was pinching like really hard. If it was flip flopped, it would have been the same thing. I mean, I would have been pinching him hard because I'm trying to put him on the flat, and like I'm trying to kill his drive off. I don't think either one of us did anything wrong. It was just it was just hard racing, and I mean, like I knew contact was going to happen in 3 and 4, but I mean, I feel like everybody ran each other clean for the most part, at least.
Yeah, they sure did, man. It was fun to be out here on the dirt. I'm hoping, for my sake as well, we can put some more races out here on the dirt, learn from everything that we did tonight, apply it to the next event here on dirt. And, we obviously, I watched some dirt racing, watched the World of Outlaws, attend the World of Outlaws, and something, I wasn't really into as much until the last couple of years. And it's something I really like to watch now, especially in person. But you guys put on a show here tonight. Did a great job there. Clean race from everyone. And before we let you go, here, anyone you want to thank or shout out?
Shout out to Casey. He raced me clean, as well as John Ward, and Josh too, up until he got wrecked. I'd say Tent Solutions, Roger Shelton, and you guys for putting on the event. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Well, that was your race winner here tonight, Malik Ray in the number 1. And what a night it was under the lights here at Lanier, as the fans now filing out of the grandstands. Malik Ray, your winner. Casey Sprinkle gets past there in turn 3 and 4. He will finish in second here tonight. John Ward, a podium finish in the 92. Miles Bagley tonight finishes in 4th. Matthew Baker, our race control and event organizer, in 5th. Tyler Vickery in 6th tonight. Josh Bonwell in 7th. Justin Johnson 8th. Josh McCullough led a lot of laps there in the feature. Finishes in 9th. His dad right behind him. 10th is Kenny McCullough Jr. Ethan Eckert tonight finishes 11th. Steve Sizemore in 12th. Brock Westmoreland finishes in 13th. And Mark Von Dell is in the 14th position. It was a pretty awesome night here under the lights. And I'm looking forward to another Sunday Funday next week. And what's cool about this series as well is Matthew Baker not really releasing the car track combos in a scheduled form. So these drivers really, like Malik said, they're not really able to practice. They're kind of just showing up and running what you brung sort of thing. And it's really proven to be some really good racing. Hopefully more people catch on and hang or come out tonight. I know I tried to market this not just to the community, but to Facebook as well. I was looking for a little better turnout, but nonetheless, I think a lot of people sitting out there watching and waiting to see where this goes. But it looks like we'll get some street stock soon, and I know that's something everyone's calling for. I know I loved the Legends cars last week, so see if we can get those, coming soon as well. But nonetheless, it's been a great start to the Sunday Funday series. Something new and improved here. It's something I really like. So hopefully we can keep that up. And like I said, we appreciate you guys coming out every night to watch these races on PGR eSports. Tomorrow night, we'll have another PGR 500 recruitment race. And I believe on Thursday, we will have the PGR Championship, the 2026 PGR Championship. That race flyer will be out tomorrow. And then I believe it will be another Friday night, the Dega Pro Stars and Stripes, and Sunday night, right back here for the Sunday Funday, as the Intimidator Super Speedway Series after next week will be off for the remainder of the year due to Christmas and the New Year holidays. And we'll be back with quarter number 1 in the second week there, I believe, of January, as we make our march towards the second annual and the 2026 PGR 500. It's a great night here. I loved it. Hope you loved it too. We're going to head off here and say goodnight to all you. Hope you had a good time, and we'll talk soon.